What do you need to do to succeed? First thing that they need to do is flog Amorim at the Village Square. Where is the most public place in Manchester? Where is the most public place in Manchester? Flog him according to Sharia law. Don't normal flogging, you can see. Flog him religiously.
15th in the Premier League, 42 points total, their lowest ever tally in the Premier League era. Saying that Manchester United have had a horrible season could be an understatement. And now, of course, there's a lot of blame to go around. But surely the manager has to take some of it. So the question today now is that, can we call Ruben Amorim a failure at Manchester United? Welcome to Crossfire, brought to you by Life's Comments. I am Anishilowo, Jimmy Anishilowo. And as usual, I have with me Tunde and Tosin to discuss whether or not we can call Ruben Amorim a failure at Manchester United. So, Tunde, can you call Ruben Amorim a failure at Manchester United?
If you don't call Amorim failure, who will you now call failure? And if you need anybody at home to do me a favor right now, open your dictionary. I know reading is a lost art, but let me teach you how to use a dictionary. Look for F. Because it's F-A, it will be among the first words you see. Look for F-A-I-L-U-R-E. Failure. If you don't see a picture of Ruben Amorim there, I owe you money. When you have done that, let me know. What constitutes failure? I don't think that failure is a good enough word. Calling Ruben Amorim a failure makes Nigerian politicians look good.
Wow.
We need to redefine what failure means to fully comprehend what Amorim has done to Manchester United. Not that I like Man United, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm having the time of my life. This is a team that traumatized me as a child. Not only because they were winning, but because they were winning in such a disgraceful manner. The team that is already better than everybody, already spending more than everybody, and they will still be doing Ojoro for you live and direct, and there's nothing you can do about it. So they definitely deserve this. However, I have to say, if you were struggling in November, after 11 games, you had won 4. They were 14th at the time, but they were, I think, 6 points off top 4. They sacked Ten Hag because this is not our standard. This is not what we want to do. This is a big club. Their scores are great. In our days, Sir Alex would not do this. Okay, yes. Good. Sack there. Go and bring Amorim from where he was about to win the league. He said, yes, we need a winner. Look at him. He even put gel in his hair. He's a fine boy. Bring him, Bewa. From November, December, January, February, March, April, May. I've counted 7 months. Amorim won 7 Premier League games. Averaging 1 win a month. In fact, let me tell you, Man United in the entirety of the season did not win 2 games in a row in any competition. So which means that for the entire season, when you play 38, they played 38 Premier League games. They played 13 Europa League games. They played a few in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. So let's just say they played 55 games thereabouts. In those 55 games, there's no Man U fan in the world that saw their team win today. I saw that team win the next match. You know how much of a betting arc it is. Like, for Life's Comments. Man U to win any. That means they can never, no matter who they play. If Man U win today and play Ughelli Rovers tomorrow, they will lose. There's nothing sure. You are not asking me if that is a failure. Failure did not reach. Failure is, Eric Ten Hag was a failure. Eric Ten Hag, this one is a natural disaster. I don't know what is worse between Amorim and earthquake.
Wow.
It might have been better for the city of Manchester for flood to hit Old Trafford than for Amorim that they went to play. I don't know what else to say again. How else do you describe failure? In fact, I have a personal opinion that Amorim would have failed jump, and it will not be a technical game. So with this viewpoint of mine, I hope I'll be able to convince and not confuse you that Ruben Amorim should continue as my head coach.
Thank you. So, Tosin, what about you? Do you think Amorim is a failure?
It's kind of funny. We actually had a conversation about Mikel Arteta in his sixth season. And these hypocrites opposite here was saying, no, Mikel Arteta, you have to keep him. You have to. And after 6 months, he's ready to declare Amorim a failure already. Amorim has not lived up to expectations. That is fine. That's a worthy argument. Is he a failure? We all knew what he was coming to do. The decay in Manchester United is a decay since Ferguson left. Do you know when Ferguson left? It's 2013. Do you know what the year is? 2025. So we are talking about a 12-year decay. A 12-year decay. And you expect him to solve it in 6 months. What is he? The Holy Spirit. Like, I don't understand. For you to actually have your own imprint on the club, you need to first monitor the players that are going to be useful for you. You need to get rid of the players that you do not want. You need to cut down on the wages of the players on the team. Then you need to bring in your own new players. Then build the image in your own likeness and your identity. That is how it is done.
So like 10 years.
For you to be able to accomplish all this, you need at least 3 or 4 transfer windows. You need 3 or 4 transfer windows to be able to do this. 3 or 4 transfer windows. There's a reason, obviously, there's a financial fair play reason why Manchester United couldn't do a lot in the January transfer window. So I'm worried, but obviously they are going to be making moves this summer. You've already started seeing the headlines with Matheus Cunha coming in, going after Brian Mbeumo, eyeing Victor Osimhen. Like, obviously, the players that he doesn't want, you've already started seeing the names come out. Luke Shaw, Alejandro Garnacho. These are players like so you want to judge Ruben Amorim based on what he did this season. It's not good enough. Even Ruben Amorim will tell you it's not good enough. Now, it's not good enough. It's not in comparison to the 2012, 2013 Manchester United. That's a fallacy. Manchester United are a mid-table team. Let's get that one out of the way. Manchester United are a mid-table team. Not a 15th, 16th, 17th table. That's why I said what he did this season is not good enough. But next year, can they qualify for the Conference League? If everything breaks out right, it's a possibility.
Is it not supposed to be defending?
I don't know.
The way football works, it works in spirals.
Okay.
It works in spirals. Like, there's a time and a place. Like, Liverpool are puffing their chest out today. They used to see Liverpool fans 9 years ago. Used to see Liverpool fans 9 years ago. They just came out of the hiding. They literally just came out of the hiding. It is what it is. I'm not going to, but that's the difference of. So, Manchester United, due to a decade of mismanagement at the highest level, have found themselves in a bottom flake.
That's
now, what do you need to do? Who are your contemporaries? Crystal Palace, Fulham, Brentford. Those are your mates. How can you top the class? How can you top that class? If you can top that class, finish 7th, 8th next season. That is a step in the right direction.
I don't think Man U fans will be happy to hear
So
this.
from where Manchester United are aiming to be and their new reality, Ruben Amorim should still be given the opportunity to make his own imprint on the team. He hasn't made his own imprint on the team.
Wow.
He has been stubborn in certain instances. He has disavowed some players. If he believes that those players, like, one of the things I do not like about coaches, and maybe like I always say this, there's no shortcut to success. if you see the structure of your team and you believe that structure is not ready, don't start making sure. Like Amorim believes in Mason Mount for some whatever reason, whatever the case is. Maybe because he's in whatever the case is, he believes in Mason Mount. But if the structure of your team is not ready and you are trying to force someone like Mason Mount into that starting lineup, into that structure, it is not going to go that well. But he has made some very, very tough decisions already. I don't want Rashford. I don't want Anthony. Already making one or two big decisions. Players on high wages. When Mikel Arteta came to Arsenal and decided that, getting rid of Aubameyang, getting rid of some key players, you have to make those decisions. Then when he makes his imprint, and you see Manchester United flourish considerably according to their reality. Let me put that in context. I need to put that in context. Considerably according to, don't be shocked if they win a cup competition next year. If they do the right things, they could win a Carabao. No, then Crystal Palace win the FA Cup.
Thank you.
They can do something.
Thank you. Thank you. Tunde, back to you. So now that you agreed, you've declared Amorim a failure, what do you think Manchester United can do to get back in the right direction?
First of all, before I answer your question, have you ever asked yourself why you've never seen Tosin without cap? I will explain it to you. It's because the same way he treats Amorim is how he treats his Baba. When his Baba has fucked up his airline to the point of giving him the avatar and all this place is right, but the thing that enters a last airbender.
Last airbender.
That's why he now has to wear cap. Why? Because when he fucked it up first time, messed up second time, ruined it third time, he chose to stick with the Amorim Baba. Which is what is advising Man United to do now. Look, once I agree, Man United have not been at the level that they've been in years. But like Tosin said, one thing I said that I agree with is that within your new reality, this guy is still messing up. Like, how do you come to United? United played Champions League football like 2 seasons ago. Last season. They played Champions League football last season. Like, and nobody say they not qualified by winning one trophy. They qualified, they were in the top 4. So you don't go from that to now 15th and now be telling me that I should stick with the manager as my new reality. What do you need to do to succeed? First thing that they need to do is flog Amorim at the Village Square. Where is the most public place in Manchester? Where is the most public place in Manchester? Flog him according to Sharia law. Don't normal flogging, you can see. Flog him religiously. He has had the job for 7 months. They should be flogging him for 7 straight months.
You just commit seppuku.
So that by the time his head corrects, he will now resign. By all the time you are flogging, you should still be coaching.
Every Saturday after match.
Say, okay, after you do your interview, collect your flogging, go home. Like, that should be his routine. You expect yourself to be, as a Man United manager, me and Tosin, this is our job. Including you too, if we count it. But Amorim has touched Mike more than any of us here. He has done like 400 interviews. I'm not even. This is not. If you might think that this is an exaggeration, but it is not. He has actually on record, including the ones that are obligated to do, which is pre and post match, blah 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 blah. And then when you now add all the ones that are in schedules to sit down and flick his hair, yeah. We are going through a process right now.
What are you doing?
That's what it does now. All this is a Paloma and Diego style. Yeah, we just need to sign the right players.
God, what's going on? What is going on?
That's my best Amorim impression.
What is going on here?
See, you fast. I need you to not have peace of mind. I'm investing in your sorrow. So please, keep Amorim. There's one particular man if I ever have in mind. I hope she's fine. But keep Amorim. That's what me I say, because I don't want my to get back to their past glory. But if they were to, if I'm obligated to tell my how to
speak
do it,
as an analyst now, not as a hater.
it is simple. Amorim has a plan. I just think the plan is stupid. If your plan involves first selling every winger at the club, you cannot tell me that you have a system that doesn't need wingers. You let Garnacho go, let Rashford go, let Anthony go, even though that one, let Sancho go. Like, your plan does not need wingers at all. Then it's a terrible plan. What do you want to achieve with your plan? Like, what are we hoping to do here? You want to recreate Sporting Lisbon. This is not Portugal. This is not the Portuguese league. This is the Premier League. You want to recreate Sporting Lisbon. Oh yeah, go ahead. He needs 3 to 4 transfer windows according to those, right? He's getting his first one now. No, his second one was there. January. He went to sign, what was the name of this, their left wing back? Snoop Dogg. That one, I don't know who has better left foot between him and me. So far, I've not seen anything. If that's what you want to hand over the keys to, make it transfer. While Man U are doing all this, they keep claiming they don't have money. They are sacking people that are selling bonds in the Old Trafford. That people that they don't know anything. Man U lost Europa League final. They went out to sack like 80% of their staff. People that I just delivered the newspaper. Did I be cross? What? What's happened? I'm just making tea. You sack me because we don't win the Europa League. How much do you want to save from my own salary? These are the things that it's supposed to be. Even beyond Amorim, Ineos, I think Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Amorim should be flogging them together. Man, you don't get better soon. That's what I hope for you. Continue to suffer.
All right. Tosin, what about you? What do you think Manchester United can do to get better?
I think they need to shave their head like Tunde.
I just say pay that
because I honestly I don't know. Like,
I don't say pay now.
No. The reason why I needed to I needed to take off my cap and put it back on. And I see that you have hair follicles there.
That's not avatar.
Let me tell you the reason why is because this is a hair issue.
I won.
This is not a football issue. You can see the envy. You can see the envy. It's like the envy. You need hair. That's all you need. You don't need all this bitterness in your life. You need hair. That's the only thing you need in your life. Talking about the Paloma, Diego, and the rest. You have hair. Cut small hair for him now. Because I don't understand all this.
Can we get back
if we want to talk about football, when we talk about football. If you want to talk about do you I don't understand. Because like what kind of I don't understand. No, because let's get to the football part. Because I believe that as a coach, Amorim has made certain mistakes. And those mistakes, like his rigidity at a particular point in time in playing the back three, despite not having the resources to play, to actually make it happen on the pitch. You understand? Sometimes also, he also wanted to play progressive football, given the structure of this team and the lack of real attacking talent and athletes. For you to actually play progressive football in today's modern era, you need people who have the skill. One of the reasons why you see, let's even use a club like Manchester City that struggled a little bit this season. Manchester City have very good players, right? They have players. They didn't get to 15th or anything. They have good players like Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva. These are flair players. But in today's modern era, there's an era of intense aggressiveness in the press. And you need skill, but you also need athletes. People who have, there's a little bit of like melanin and
wait, what?
There's like they have that African/Jamaican heritage. You understand?
Pussy.
There's a reason. I know what I'm saying. Your brains cannot comprehend this.
Blood clot.
Your brain cannot comprehend this. But like, you need athletes, people who have like, maybe their football IQ is not really that high, but they have the ability to cover every blade of grass. They have the ability to.
Give us an example of the players that are.
You want me to?
Pedri.
Who is the best midfielder in the world? Who is the best midfielder in the world?
I can't. I'm just a host here.
You look at one of the best teams in Europe this season. You look at a team like Paris Saint-Germain. Let me use that as an example for you. You look at players like Desiree Doué. You look like players like Nuno Mendes. You look at players like Achraf Hakimi. You have that African, Jamaican, that South Atlantic trade. You need to have that whole element, you understand, to make everything work.
I don't feel safe.
I'll give him on.
I don't feel safe.
One of the things that he's realizing now in this team is that he needs to get that. You can see with the players that he's been linked to, Konya, he's been linked to Mbuemo, being linked to Osimhen. You can see what I'm saying. One of the best players for me in the Premier League this season is Caicedo. I can arguably say he has been Chelsea's best player this season.
Yeah, it's not arguable.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, that is where we are going to now. That's the era we are going into. The new era. So now he has seen it. He needs to get those players. Not Bruno Fernandes is fantastic. But if Bruno Fernandes is going to be the one that he can't take you anywhere in the modern era.
So
in the previous era, in the previous era, those are the players that used to function. Players like Bruno Fernandes, players like Juan Mata, players like Eden Hazard, those kind of players, flair players. You need that dog. You need that dog. And when I say a dog, I mean a dog. A real dog from the streets.
Wow.
You understand? That is where football is going now. And Ruben Amorim would adjust. He's had some of those players already at Sporting. He already saw someone like. So I believe with the right transfers, Ruben Amorim will make those adjustments. And next season, you'll see a different Manchester United team.
Well, Tony and Tosi have made some valid points. Tunde thinks that Amorim is a failure and he needs to go for Manchester United to get better. While Tosin is of the opinion that he just needs more time, specifically the right players from a certain part of the world, who can get him and the club to where they need to be. What about you guys? What's your take on this? What do you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. I am Anushilowo, Jimmy Anushilowo, and this is Crossfire, brought to you by Live Score Bets.